Olá galera, tudo bem com vocês? Estamos de volta ao game Alan Wake. Estamos tentando passar pela floresta. Vamos dar continuidade ao game aqui. Mas antes, não esqueça de se inscrever no canal, curtir, compartilhar e deixar acionado o sininho das notificações para mais vídeos. Vamos nessa? A gente liberou essa luz aqui para a gente ter que se esconder. Deixa eu me localizar. Será que a gente tem que vir pra cá? Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa aqui por perto. Vamos seguir reto aqui. E eles vêm, sem dó. Tá. E vão vir dois. Eu vou usar a escopeta. Que tem um que tá vindo muito rápido. Tá vendo um tronco lá embaixo? É uma ponte. Uma ponte, né? Vamos ver o que é. Será que tem algum coletável aqui? Opa, opa. Ok. Vamos carregar. Não, aqui não tem mais munição. Passamos bem desta, mas... Que aflição desse game. Ok, será que a gente pode passar com segurança aqui? Ah, que legal. O que eu fui fazer? Tá, vamos por aqui. A casa tá virando. Ah, esse eu não preciso atirar. Gastei balas à toa. Munição. O manuscrito. Policiais na zona de extração de madeira.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Tá, aqui eu acho que não tem mais nada. Vamos explorar lá pra cima agora. Temos mais um manuscrito aqui, vamos ver. Barry em Elderwood.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Um cafezinho para despertar. O que é isso aqui? Sinalizadores. Ok, vamos prosseguir aqui. Vamos subir. Casa aqui no meio do nada não é boa coisa. Falei, esse doido aqui de novo. Opa. Pegar rifle. Eu vi que tem alguma coisa pra lá. Aqui, ó. Mais um manuscrito. Wake sente a presença obscura.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Tá, eu vi que tem um lugarzinho que a gente pode subir, eu acho. Aqui, ó. Opa. Caramba, até os pássaros me assustam. Tocar pelo rifle. Nossa, mas veio dois, mas parece que veio... Não pode chegar chegando assim. Vamos que pegar de novo o manuscrito aqui. Ah, é, aqui em cima. Tá. Pegamos aqueles dois. Pior que tem muito pra gente subir. Espero que não apareça mais ninguém, senão estamos pegos. Opa! Mas vai dar trabalho, hein? Vamos usar a cabeça, pera aí. Motosserra já é covardia. É uma muniçãozinha de escopeta pra dar uma... pra livrar a gente um pouco. Deixa eu ver aqui se tem alguma coisa aqui atrás. Vamos subir a escada. Opa!
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Vamos encontrar o Barry novamente. Por aqui.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Vamos abrir aqui, pegar munição e recursos. Eu já estou escutando algo que eu não devia escutar. Tem como a gente entrar nessa casa?
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Encontrar a chave da garagem. A gente vai andar
I
nesse
had to
veículo aqui.
find the key to the garage.
Esses trailers acho que não tem como explorar. Ver que tem como pegar mais munição aqui. Eu acho que eu já abri. Acho que foi que eu cheguei. Tá, então acho que os trailers
I
realmente
needed
não
the
tem
garage
como.
key to get to the car. The garage key had to be somewhere nearby. A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Opa. Ah, que legal. Não vai ser fácil chegar lá, né? Tá, enquanto a luz aqui, a gente pode ficar seguros. Será que a gente consegue abrir por aqui mesmo? Tá, não tem nada pra coletar, vamos lá. Tá muito escuro, a gente não consegue enxergar pra gente poder só acelerar e ir embora. Tá. Pra cá. Eu já zoei a bateria do carro. E agora? Porra. Não tem como voltar não. Eu acho que é por aqui mesmo. A gente vai ter que parar com o carro. Não tem como a gente passar. Não tem como a gente tirar ele aqui. É. Temos que ir na sorte aqui então. Vamos lá.
The flare gun was probably the best
Isso
weapon
aqui
I could
ajuda,
imagine
hein?
against the dark things I was facing.
Esse sinalizador aqui ajuda também bastante. Vamos lá. Não tem mais nada. Ok, não queria gastar todos eles agora. Tá, a televisão não vai ligar não. Vamos sair.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife? Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, yes, I get you.
Tem outra casa ali. Vamos entrar aqui e ver se a gente acha algum recurso. Ok, vamos entrar. Não tem nada. Vamos pro próximo.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Choro? Não, mas... Vou ficar aqui.
Open the door now. They're gone.
Deixa eu dar uma olhadinha aqui atrás, ver se tem alguma coisa pra gente pegar. Acho que falar com o Barry. Cara, não gastamos todos os sinalizadores. Uma caixa aqui.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Caramba, estava sendo controlada. E parece que era só uma encenação ali, uma boneca. Caramba! Incrível. Acho que a gente já fechou mais um capítulo do game. Estamos indo para o próximo, acho que é o terceiro.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Então estamos aqui no capítulo 3, o resgate. Será que a gente consegue entrar aqui? Não. Acho que não tem como explorar nada agora.
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
A gente vai lá no trailer da Rose Misteriosa. Será que ela estava sendo
how about
possuída?
that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
O Barry é estressadinho, né?
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good. Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What?
Foi enganado.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
E caramba.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
É. E o Barry está lá, desmaiadão. Galera, vamos parar por aqui. A gente se vê no próximo vídeo. Até mais e falou!